Welcome back to TMZ Live. There is now a major shift in the Republican Party. In fact, one person in the party describes it as rock bottom. And that's a reference to what happened with Liz Cheney yesterday. You know, of course, that she was voted out of her leadership position in the party. She's no longer the conference chair. And we happened to get Adam Kinzinger, congressman, and asked him what he felt about what happened there. Now, you know, if you don't know this, Adam Kinzinger is one of the people who, like Liz Cheney, is opposed to what Donald Trump pulled on January 6th.
He has been as strong as Liz Cheney on
Absolutely.
that. The difference is he's not in that leadership role. And that's where Liz Cheney went awry with the party leaders because they didn't like the things she was saying.
So here's
Same
what
thing
he had to
that
say.
Adam's saying.
Yeah, so just a few hours after that vote yesterday, we got Adam out in D.C. This is what he had to say about the shift in his party.
It's a weird time, my friend. You know, look, it's when somebody gets pushed out for just telling the truth, you know, and the truth is the election wasn't stolen and January 6th was real. Everything's kind of become a loyalty test on, you know, are you loyal to Donald Trump? And if you tell the truth, which is inconvenient for him, you get ostracized. I think she's got a lot of quiet support out there, but, you know, unfortunately today was a bad day in the party. It was a low point.
2024 rolls around. You think Liz Cheney might have a Cheney versus Trump, you know,
who knows?
A battle up there for president?
Who knows? I'd vote for it.
Well, the funny thing about that is, and he has never said this to me, but this is my opinion.
I know what you're going to say. I thought it just watching him on TV and the things he said.
I think he's going to run. He's going to run for president.
Yeah.
He has become a very strong voice in the party. He is an alternative for sure. The questions remain: can Adam Kinzinger and can Liz Cheney even get reelected?
Right. If they're
given what's going on in the Republican Party.
I love what
right
he
now.
said about the loyalty test.
Yep.
That's what it is. And
it is a loyalty test.
Everything that we have seen is that the people within the Republican Party who come out and vote in primaries and are the most vocal are as loyal to Donald Trump today as they have been at any time during his presidency, before, after. And so I think that reasonably minded people would think, well, it'd be nice if there was a challenge. But I think Kinzinger knows, as Liz Cheney has just found out, that to oppose Donald Trump is to put your political future on the chopping block.
But Jason, I tend to agree with you with one caveat, that there was insanity going on during the Trump administration with all the craziness day by day by day, and things have leveled off. And all of a sudden, it feels like there's a plan of getting from point A to point Z. And I don't know that that's been lost on the average Joe who votes, and even in the Republican Party.
From getting to point A to point Z doesn't work out, then that's when the election comes up.
I know, but if the country opens up, if we've been fully vaccinated and everything else, I think you're probably right, but there is that much of a glimmer of hope, you know, I think, that people are going to say, wait a minute, Donald Trump didn't level things out the way they've been leveled out, and that doesn't mean they're going to go Democrat, but they may decide to go different, and who knows?
All right, let's move on. Actually, this is related, talking about changing, about plans, Harvey, that things can get better. There's a guy in Arizona who is addressing a very real issue right now in the country, and that is people getting back to work in the service industry. A lot of people aren't coming back to work because it's just not financially, they say it doesn't make sense for them. They're making enough from the COVID relief than they would be at work. Well, there's I think someone may have a really good plan to get people back to work. His name is Skyler Reeves. He owns several restaurants in Arizona, in the Prescott, Arizona area, and he is now incentivizing potential employees with free tuition. I mean, in addition to getting paid, it's not the only thing. It's not just the tuition. They will get their paycheck and free tuition. So this could be a very revolutionary program, I think. So joining us right now, Skyler Reeves. Welcome to TMZ Live.
Hey, Skyler.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, guys.
So tell us about this program, and do you have people who are stepping up to accept this?
Yeah, so, you know, not just restaurants, but pretty much any sector right now is having a hard time hiring. I hear in construction, I hear in retail, you know, a lot of people are having a hard time hiring right now. So, you know, a lot of people are offering signing bonuses and better pay. We also, you know, we rolled out a program that's the road to $17 an hour for certain areas in our of the kitchen, or so we're doing multiple things. And so the tuition idea came out of we're looking for people that we want to retain. We want a way to reinvest into our employees, and so the idea kind of came out of that.
So explain what this is, because you're paying the tuition for people who come to your restaurant to incentivize them to work, correct?
To incentivize them to work and also incentivize them to stay. So we partnered up with the Alphabet College, which is our local community college here. They have a fantastic campus. They have a lot of great programs that aren't just standard degrees. They have like a drone certification and some cool trade certifications as well. So any of those are available. And so I think that the motivated and hungry people out there are working. They have jobs. They're out looking for work. And so it's a way for us to stay ahead of our competitors. And maybe, if you're a young person, you have a choice of jobs, right? I mean, you could work in retail. You could work in a restaurant. You can work pretty much anywhere you want because so many people are hiring. So this is one thing that we wanted to show that is going to set us apart. And also to break down that barrier of college people thinking, oh, it's too expensive. Oh, I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know where to start. And maybe for our people that are already working for us, we already have over 100 employees. And so some of those folks hopefully will take advantage of it too, and kind of pull them into the company and show that the company's reinvesting in them.
So I see how this is a clear financial plus for the employees. Does it work for you though?
Yeah, that's what I'm
wondering how much it's going to end up costing you, as opposed to, finding some other. I mean, look, I get it that you need to get people in there to work. But is this going to financially work out for you?
What does it cost for one individual for tuition and whatnot?
So it's a great question. So a couple things. One is the main thing is we want to be a company people seek out to work for. We want to be a company that has a great reputation to work for, and that people feel like they walked away with something that they can take with the rest of their life. In the restaurant business, you make the best friends. You make, whether it's a customer or someone that you work side by side with, you have that friendship forever, and hopefully you'll have good memories. But now also you could potentially have a college degree as well. So that's one thing. And then two, I think one of the most expensive things about employing people, especially in the restaurant business, is high turnover. So if a degree takes 2 years, 3 years to achieve, and we retain that employee for that time, from a financial sense, from a financial standpoint, it makes sense because you're reducing that turnover. And the turnover, not only is it expensive, but it also adds burden to those employees that always are there, that always are showing up. Our core group at VIVILI is so awesome. Our core managers, our core employees are so great. And I'm tired of adding more to their back, when people don't show up or decide to quit. So we want to encourage longevity as well.
Such a good idea. Kudos to you. Seriously, this is a really great idea, Skylar. Thank you.
Wish you the best.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for having me.